right? And most of our entertainers and celebrities and world leaders are actually these reptilians.
Ah, this nigga! Look at this nigga.
Video of those super shamans coming together, and I don't know if they're super shamans or not, but the reason why is because they're the best shamans in their region. But they all came together and they all did a ceremony someplace, some remote location. But besides that, right, the reason why they all came together is because they all had a vision of America falling.
This is about oil. This is the invasion of Iraq without all of the wind up, without Congress involved, without the proper channels being created, but it's the same thing.
That this quote-unquote new year has just brought in for San Diego. And what's crazy is that California itself has been going through it for the past couple of months.
Man, grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up to 7-Up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But I did have to go ahead and give a shout out to Retrospects and happy belated to Ernestine Hardy 6300. Apologize I'm so late. I'm trying to get all the shout outs together and all the birthdays. I got y'all. Last month was kind of crazy towards the end of it. Also, I seen somebody say I didn't get a shout out because I didn't see it. So they had to unsub. That was like 13 months ago. Bro, what the hell? This is crazy. But I appreciate y'all for real. I'm grateful for all the support. I'm grateful for all the love. We had a crazy 2025. I know the year don't start again until April. But I just gotta go ahead and give y'all some love. But I appreciate it. But I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
First of all, he ashy. My phone know I'm high. My phone start posting this crazy, wild ass, extreme shit. Hey, I don't understand how my algorithm think this type of shit I want to see. It was just Christmas yesterday. I go to scroll and bow. Tinkerbell little cousin. And you know what's crazy? He look like this dude I know named Latravion. Latravion probably can't fly. Them his ribs or what is that? That's his skin. That right there, that's on the other side of that wall right there. Him and all his friends and his cousins and his girlfriend, all them, like, they all look just like that. See what I'm saying? Why is y'all posting stuff like this and I'm on here? And I will tell my grandma, but that better not be real, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Everything we thought was fake, where you think they got that idea from? Some shit they got caged up somewhere, probably. Him.
See if you get it.
What the
Stars.
I say alien, but somebody's gonna say fallen angel.
If you leave and you have to use the bathroom or even get water,
You lose your spot.
That's the problem.
So what do you do with the bathroom?
What do you do? I'll show you exactly what you do. Okay? Hold on. Let me see. Let me try and find this here.
Okay, now I
See these pads?
Yeah.
You have to pee in these pads. Let me show
But
you.
you're a man. What do you do if you're a woman?
Everybody's equal. Nobody's any different.
Oh, you just put it in your underwear?
That's exactly what you do.
And then you switch and you have like bags, like
It stays there. It stays there.
This will hold for the whole day?
You make it. It will stay for the whole day. Yeah.
Oh, this is what you do?
I will be wearing
See?
Diaper.
See?
What?
I'm wearing diaper.
The
See?
diapers?
This is what. Yep.
This is not a diaper though. This will not
It works
hold.
too. It works too.
It works?
You're a lady. You should know it
No,
works.
it's not working.
It works.
It's don't try it. The smell might be too much after.
This nest footage is straight out of a horror movie. It's making its rounds around the internet. Apparently, this was something that happened last night. This man with a dolly is transporting a woman who's going to cry for help. Now, the information made available online is that the police were called about what was captured on this footage. We're just unsure whether this woman ever got the help that she may need. If you recognize this area of Houston, despite the low quality of the video footage, let us know. This is just one of those that makes me think there's somebody in grave danger. Also, the information available is that this may have happened at an apartment complex in the Houston area.
Baby massage training was included in the Epstein files. Baby massage training. Weird of you to include that. You redacted everything else. Are we not angry enough? This is my driver. You want to see how freaking angry I am? Let me try to just channel my zen.
Also, they gave us a documentary to shut us up about the fire.
Or does anybody else feel a little bit weird celebrating New Year when the Department of Homeland Security literally just said that they're getting ready, hopefully, to deport 30% of the population, 100 million people? They're just saying it out loud and we're shooting off fireworks in the sky.
बारिश भी हो रही है दो सूरज देख लो सूरज निकला है बाबा देखो बड़ा खतरनाक दोनों सूरज दिख रहे हैं देख लो सूरज कैसे है देखो बाबा आप लोग को दिखा दे रहे हैं देखे बिना हो गए दो सूरज है एकदम तगड़ा देखो मौसम देखो क्या हाल है हाँ मौसम देख लो देखो कितना भीड़ लगा देखो आदमी लोग कितना खड़ा है बाबा आदमी के एकदम लाइन लगा इधर से पूरा ये आदमी करके पूरा देखो
Two sons, man. Shit's crazy.
Witnessed what I thought. It's not an illusion anymore, man. It's no longer an illusion. These birds are fake, and they are charging on this charging line right here. And I just caught two of them. Because two of them, the battery's out on them, and they across the street on the ground over there. I'm about to go over there and show y'all. These are drones, man. All of these birds are charging right now. And then they're going to fly up to the mountains up there. And then they're going to watch me smoke. You feel me?
Hey, they ain't going to tell you. Hey, look. They ain't gonna tell you New Year's is a ritual to lock your mind in the living hell. That ball drop symbolizes your higher frequency descending back to its lowest self. But they ain't gonna tell you. They want you in your lower frequency, so they ain't gonna tell you. Hey, look, they ain't gonna tell you that AI is human consciousness trapped inside a box. You think it's GBT, but it's really that missing person from your block. All right, hold up, stop. I was with you, but now it sounds like you just making up stuff. So you telling me they can what? Take people's consciousness and what? Upload it to a computer or a smartphone and have it perform different algorithms? You wouldn't believe it, even if they tell you. Look, yeah, they ain't gonna tell you the woman's body is a portal. That's how you landed here alive, from another realm. And you should honor her, because she's like God personified. But they ain't gonna tell you. No, they want you to hate her. They'll never tell you. But I will, and that's why I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet AI was not man-made. I'm starting to get to that point where this could be the case. It could also be like another species, extraterrestrial. It could be something, but I don't think it's man-made. I really don't.
So this actually isn't an act of war. We were carrying out a criminal indictment with 150 aircraft, some F-22 bombers, some F-18s, some ships out in the color like peroxide, and a lot of troops on the ground while we got in gunfights. Then we went Maduro and his wife, extracted them, put them on a ship, and now they're going up to New York, and we're going to run Venezuela. We're not going to let the vice president take over. No. We are staying boots on the ground because we're going to invest billions of dollars, send our oil companies out there. Then we're going to start extracting oil because their infrastructure sucks. We'll finally start making money, and then Venezuela can choose its leader. But we're going to choose it because we need it to be the right leader because Maduro sucks. He's making it known this is about oil. I hate that people are sitting here trying to say, well, no, he was a bad... Yes, Maduro was a bad guy. But if you think we went in there because we cared he was a bad guy and how he was treating Venezuelan people, here's your cult badge because we literally... just pardoned the Honduras president who was pushing way more than this nigga ever was. And he walked out the prison while I actually vibed. I like that nigga, son. Some sort of EMP to lead the way and black out all of Venezuela. And then Maduro tried to get through these steel doors, but we got in a gunfight, killed mad these niggas, popped them, move, groove, vibe, slide. Yeah, you come with us. We had 0 deaths. We not saying how many people we killed of them or civilians. We had 1 helicopter that got knocked by some sort of missile but kept on flying. And now we're investing billions into the country because, oil. We can just go elitely niggas like that. Go get this nigga, son. War criminal. Killed thousands, hundreds of thousands of women, children, keeps bombing them, broke the ceasefire. Send the troops. Extract this nigga. Send them to Gladiator Friday. Vice president who's currently supposed to take over, but we're telling her, yeah, you're not taking over because we think we could pick a better leader for y'all because we think that you're going to be down with Maduro and whatever he was doing. Now, people of Venezuela, very happy that Maduro's gone. We run Venezuela now. Like, that's the United States of Venezuela until further notice. Don't worry. Y'all gonna get rich after we invest these billions for oil. But cause y'all stole the oil from us. And so now we stealing that shit back. Immediately I started to think, how long until they start pitching Machado, the supposed Nobel Peace Prize winner, who basically is funny enough, right after he pulls up to the White House and says all of a sudden, oh yeah, Hezbollah, Iran, China, they're all in Venezuela. They're trying to attack you guys. They're implementing terrorists there to get y'all. And then within 48 hours, we are boots on the ground, aircrafts up, F-22s in the air, and the president. And on top of that, threatening Iran, which obviously the people of Iran also need help. But not just us bombing them and all of a sudden saying, yeah, we run this country now. Our track record of replacing leaders is not good. Libya, Iraq, Afghanistan. And now he's saying, well, Mexico, man, watch out. We on the way too. I ain't y'all. It's just like, I get it. We have the best military in the world, but damn, like you just using these niggas like it's Call of Duty.
America's the biggest gangster I know. Straight up, bro.
It's only January 3rd, and this month, Donald Trump just told the United States of America that after capturing the president of Venezuela and his wife, that the United States will now be taking over Venezuela. That Donald Trump will now be running Venezuela. And of course, our piece of shit press goes, oh, how can we afford this? This is going to cost us money, Donald Trump? And you know what this says? He says no, because their earth and their ground, they have really good minerals. We're going to extract all that. The money's going to come in. It's not going to be an issue. Since when in the good can you capture someone's president and take over their country? Did I miss? Is that not a war crime? Bitch, it's only January 3rd. And we're colonizing another country already. 2026 just started. And this man just colonized an entire country. And I just want to know, where is Congress? Where do we draw the line? And why would he deport and capture all these Venezuelan drug lords and then go and take over their country? Don't that make them U.S. citizens now? Greenland, you might want to be scared. You know, at first I thought he was joking. That this motherfucker is not playing. He's not playing. Greenland, if you can hear me, run! Run!
I don't know why we think this man be playing. I don't know why we think sometimes this shit be a joke. This shit ain't no joke. Investors, y'all want to make a big coin? Man, y'all better go ahead and start investing in the oil. Y'all better start investing in the oil, bro. This shit crazy. I'm telling you, you gonna make you some money back.
What is this? We are out here in Arizona trying to figure out what is going on. We're gonna put see if we can get it dialed in with the phone. Oh, it's actually fire.
Oh, wow. That's insane, dude. They're here. I don't know what else to say.
What in the world is that? They're here. Aliens.
20 nuclear targeting codes, transmission codes have been sent out tonight. We also have reports of an encrypted data stream being transmitted from U.S. nuclear frequencies in Poland. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what any of that means, but I think it means we might wake up to a big headline. Obviously, I'm not sleeping tonight, but yeah, you might. I'll keep you posted. We're about to die for some oil and for some 3,000-year-old promise, dog. Can't wait. What a f***ing joke.
Let's just pray World War III don't start. It ain't true. Wait, the bay is flooding too? What?
So what if the polarity shift was a silent transfer of power that the powers that be are afraid of? Okay, that's why things are heating up, and I'm going to break it down and connect the dots for you here. Just follow me. I know it might sound complex and crazy, but yeah, stay tuned. So scientists are saying that we have entered anthropogenic climate, right? And that's where a lot of the ocean animals are going extinct. But if we start using our common sense, why is the ocean cold? Why is the ocean cold? And the further down you get to the ocean, it actually gets colder. If the inner earth is pure lava, fire, mantle, make it make sense, right? It's because connect the dots. The ice age happened. What killed the dinosaurs? The ice age. Something that was not natural. Something that wasn't a thing. The time before the moon and the time before the sun. Okay, so let's go back in time here. What happened when things got frozen? Oh, Antarctica. Oh, the ice wall. Oh, all of a sudden, lava, which they say you got 50-50 split. Lava, which caused the extinction of the dinosaur that were coming up out of all of these volcanoes because the inner core of the earth was frozen. But now Big Mama is waking up with this polarity shift in the tectonic plates. Magnetic pull being reversed. Yeah, so what was will be. Okay, and that's why we are feeling this certain surge in energy. I know it might be a lot of us that all of a sudden in the hours between 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. are waking up nauseous, can't sleep, or throughout the day you feel like an outer body experience, like this reality is not real because it's not real. And things are shifting. and moving, okay? So it's either you are energetically going to be on the resonance that you need to escape this energetic prison that they want us to be trapped in. Hello, hence as to why in 2028 they're looking to have the Golden Dome finished. Elon Musk and Trump. Also, they are working on pushing out the Neuralink this year, 2026, and we're just 2 days into the year, excuse me. I mean, and in today's sci-fi episode, it only is getting crazier and crazier and crazier.
She ain't lying. I just feel like they all want to play God.
Right, so we've been having a nice little discussion about how this is the Grand Canyon and that's the Red Sea, and it's found in your Geneva Bible, right? Now, somebody that was on my Facebook post shared a clip from a book that was created out of the places of the Bible's locations, which I actually have a physical copy of coming to me, right? Notice how the Old Testament world is labeled as the area now known as the United States. Now, there's been controversy over this map that I've shown you because it shows the Red Sea being right here, right next to the Grand Canyon, as shown in the picture. Now, people are saying that this is bullshit and da-da-da-da, but let me show you something. Let me show you how they got rid of the Red Sea. See, this is the location of the Grand Canyon, right where California and the rest of the land met. They got rid of the rivers by putting the dams on the water that ran to it. No more Red Sea.
Man, I want to hear him go further with that one.
Did you guys hear what just happened in Venezuela? We're only 3 days into 2026. Listen to what just happened last night. At 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Chinese officials arrived in Venezuela to meet with the president. At 1:15, unexpected airstrikes in Venezuela began, which, by the way, we're going to talk about what perhaps the angle, what's the other side of this freaking story in a moment. At 2:40 in the morning, Trump confirms he's ordered strikes. Although there was already strikes, so we should know. Okay, but now we know what country it was. At 4:20 a.m., Trump says the U.S. has captured President Maduro and his wife. Dude, Monday is going to be crazy. Look at the freaking financial markets come Monday. This is shocking. 7:25, President Maduro and his wife are indicted in Southern District of New York. President Maduro has now been charged and is on U.S. soil. And this all happened 6 hours after markets closed. This always happens. I told you guys before. Fridays, late Friday, or at the end after Friday, like Friday, when the markets are closed, the biggest things happen. You can fact check this, by the way, 100%. The biggest things happen on Friday. I think it's a lot more scripted, controlled. I don't think this is organic or random. I do think there's a method to all this madness. Now, the other thing that's going on, which is shocking, is that Venezuela, you know what happened there. Apparently this morning, everyone is cheering in the streets. I saw videos of people, the whole city is like cheering and stoked because I guess they didn't like Maduro. But my question is this. Venezuela was selling oil to China and Russia and Iran. And there was these whole sanctions and everything that I think of this. I got books. One of them is George Orwell's 1984. And there's so much in that book that is happening now, has already happened, has been happening, that one of the biggest ones was that we have to always be in a constant state of war in order for fear and control and this, that, and the other to be more effective, to keep us under the thumb of, oh, we're always at war. Dude, how many our entire lives, there has been conflicts. Our entire lives, our grandparents, it's been the last 100 years. War. You tell me there's not a way that we could live in this world just peacefully and organically? Of course there is, but there is an agenda to keep conflict going. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
Out of fear comes power. Out of fear comes power. If you got a whole lot of people fearing something, you can control them people. They scared. Hey, look, we're gonna calm it down. Just do this, do these steps, do this, and everything's gonna be good. People need somebody to tell them what to do. They start to fear, they become sheep. You can control the sheep. You can control the herd. But also, do y'all think that there's a certain entity controlling the chessboards, controlling the chessboard, making each move? US make a move, Venezuela make a move, make the public react to it? Or do y'all think that these are literally these countries making every move on their own? Or you think there's somebody else controlling them? Let me know. Let me know y'all thoughts. Let me know y'all opinions. I wish things could be organic, peaceful. But again, they need their way of life to go, so they got to keep it going that way. It's my opinion. What's your opinion? I respect yours, though. Spam it up. Let me know.
Before we even get started, yes, I am high. That's why when I saw this, I said, oh, hell no, I gotta talk to my niggas about this shit. This shit right here, something crazy. Look like our world right there. Surrounded by an ice box where my heart used to be. This better not be the truth, I'm gonna tell you that. That's probably where aliens be coming from. They probably be right there. It ain't even far for real. They just traveling. I bet Halloween Town out there. Y'all know who stay out there? The Avengers. Everybody we think fake. Them niggas ain't fake. Them niggas over there. I know what this mean, right? This mean these niggas definitely got enough 40 acres and a mule to get all us straight. But they wanna act like we just got that little world right there. Like, well, you knew that our world was bigger than that, right? You wanna make us think we just got that little world right there. And that's a lie to me. My geography teacher lied to me. Shit, my geometry teacher probably lied too. Shit, y'all posting this stuff online, bro. Everybody ain't ready for this. I saw this and I almost called the police. Come get me real quick, bro. Because I'm about to cuss. See, and that's the problem. Too many people woke trying to wake everybody up. Everybody don't need to get up. Leave me alone. Because I'm scared. If y'all keeping this from us, that's messed up because God gave us that world. God gave us that world. God said we could be on it and we can, God gave us that world, man.
Trenton State House, 1792. I believe this 80-foot dome was added in 1892 on cobblestone streets, built into the ground. Yo, this doesn't make sense. Where is that going to? Look at that thing. 80-foot dome, 1892, huh, Trenton? Second oldest state house, only to Washington, D.C. Make it make sense, Trenton. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is what old houses in Trenton look like. You know? Come on, this makes sense. This thing makes sense. This doesn't make sense. Come on, New Jersey, sound off. Am I crazy? Am I crazy that we found this and started building these around it? Why wouldn't you? Come on, we accept the pyramids, the Easter Island, and everything else was built by another civilization. I start questioning this, and I'm crazy? Come on, what is that? What is that? People always say, look at the sewer caps, and maybe this says something. Let me know, sound off in the comments. They love, was that a unicorn? A horse? A seahorse? Come on, New Jersey. Capitol House. Oh, you mean what a normal house looked like in the 1800s? Probably. Not something like this. Limestone from Indiana with cobblestone streets. Come on, man. Make it make sense.
We know who that civilization was. We don't want to face the truth.
So look, we just invaded Venezuela. You guys need to go buy some property. Invest in those oil companies I said a few weeks ago. You have to go crazy. This is a big opportunity. Go check on sam.gov. There's money in the air. Trust the process. There's a way to make money from all this chaos. Just look around, open your eyes. I'm gonna do some research tonight. I'm gonna see what I can find, and I'll let you guys know. Stay tuned.
Is that a bad deed to do, or is it a good deed? Let me know your thoughts.
What up, everybody? It's Angel Dust. So, America's about to go to war. It's being announced. There's been a lot of around over there. Let me explain what's happening. This is about oil. This is the invasion of Iraq without all of the wind up, without Congress involved, without the proper channels being created, but it's the same thing. This is a grab for resources. It's either going to be the United States or China and Russia that get that oil. So the United States is going to get the oil and the resources. That's all it is. The boats that they've been blowing up and the people they've killed were not even headed to America. They don't even know that they were barriers. They don't even know. It's a psyop. It's also a great diversion from the Epstein files. And I want to remind you guys, if you think I'm a liberal talking piece, we spent $30 million getting Trump elected. This is what we paid for. I will make millions. I already know the oil companies that are going to benefit, and I'm already invested in them. I'm going to make millions. So if you think this is something other than what it is, you've been psyoped. It's about oil and resources. It's also about mining other things, but really it's about oil. Peace, blessings, and shine.
I ain't here to tell you who you voted for was wrong or who you voted for was right. I'm here to just say, bro, let's question. Is this shit controlled by a higher up? I'm talking about higher than anybody that you voted for. Or, I don't know, bro. Again, we know water is abundant. We know oil is abundant. We know gold is abundant. We know certain natural resources are abundant. Why are we going to war over is my question. Let's ask ourselves that question. Why are we going to war over things that we know are abundant? It's always, Earth's going to recreate again. Why are we going to war over material items? Why are we fighting with each other over material items? Because when we leave this earth and transition to another realm, transition to heaven, however you look at it, everything that you fought over is going to still stay right here. And your ass is gone. So why do we fight over these things? Why we just can't get along and share? Y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this, man. I'm trying to look at it from a human perspective, not from a consumer perspective, not from a owner's perspective, not from... Like, I'm just trying to be a human for a second, bro. And be a person. And looking at shit for what it really is. Do y'all think God really want us doing what we doing? Fighting over what we fighting over? People losing their lives over simple shit? Do you think God really approved that? We need to stop making decisions sometimes and not trying to get the input of what would God do? Like, we live life and make decisions and don't think about what would God do, but then turn around and praise God and do the Pledge of Allegiance and God's name is in there and we just forget that part, but we're just saying it. I don't know. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, bro. This world is sick.
Mark my words when I say this. This system that we're a part of, this dumbass, backwards ass, with the ass, satanic ass system that we're a part of, this matrix, is about to collapse. And I say that shit because I know it's about to really go down. And with that being said, like, that money, that credit shit, it's not gonna mean shit. I mean, it has value right now, but I'm guarantee you, when this shit collapses, that shit will hold no substance. With that being said, bartering will be the best asset. Skill for skill, service for service, like, product for product. Like, we're going to understand the importance of how to really live off the earth again. And with that being said, this is the time to lock in on education. I'm not saying college, I'm just saying knowledge and books and experience and all that shit, because this entertainment that we look at right now, it's not to cease to exist anyways. Like, we're not even gonna be able to see this shit. It's gonna be a blackout on the internet too. Trust me when I say that shit. So with that being said, lock the fuck in, learn a skill, and be an asset to society. Because when it goes down, then we're gonna see who got.
Now that you know President Trump's your last president, what do? You're going to see him expand the United States into 7 different territories in the name of Jesus. That's a prophecy. When he does this, many men are going to flee to the land of their fathers. That's what the prophecy said. You're not going to do that. You're going to follow the children of Israel. The children of Israel going to D.C. to tell President Trump to let us go with our reparations. We are leaving the country to repatriate. We're not asking for reparations to stay. When this happens, the prophecy says that many of you are going to take hold to the Jews as we leave, and you're going to follow us saying, we believe God is with you. We're going to Mount Zion to build a house of prayer for all nations. Mount Zion is in Judea, in the West Bank, in a city called Telerod, where you can see the temple that David's men took from the Jebusites. It's still there to this day, and David's tabernacle is going to be lifted up, and we're going to build a place where everyone can come and praise and pray. We're going to be there for 3.5 years, and then they're coming to get us, and we're going to the wilderness. Join the call, sign the petition in my bio if you're leaving with us. It's also in the comment section.
The king tides are showing their might here along Gate 5 Road in Sausalito. This is an area that is prone to flooding, but business owners who live along here say this is the worst they've seen it in the more than 20 years that they've been out here. High tide was just about 30 minutes ago. Water is probably about 2 to 3 feet deep, maybe 4 feet deep in some spots. Restaurant down there had to shut down. There's business owners, they have sandbags up, they have boards up, and so far it's holding up. but they are worried about tomorrow. And look at that, you got some people taking a little paddle boat cruise here. But they are worried about tomorrow. The National Weather Service is predicting that the tide tomorrow during these king tides could be 2.5 feet higher than normal, which would be the highest they say since 1998.
Shit, it's still raining here, and we've been on flood watch for like the last 14 days.
The female will lead to open contact. The male will lead to the termination of the United States and World War III.
Shit, Kamala had her issues too, though.
Shabbat Shalom. Before we start off, how darling is Chuck Schumer's wife? I mean, really. She's absolutely breathtakingly gorgeous. Now that that's out of the way. Next, what happens when you make out and you hump the holy wall? It's actually not comical, but kind of is. Like, all the rappers whose music is absolutely horrendous. Like, they can't sing, they have zero talent. Specifically the women, they were just put there as a plant to get evil frequencies, sound waves, and demonic agendas into the ears of the young people. Like, honestly though, like, how does somebody like Sexy Red or Glorilla, just still wondering if those two are females, how do people like that get famous and become millionaires? Who owns their record labels? Who's their producer? Come on. How about all your favorite celebrities, professional sports players, singers, actors? Come on. Come on, it's just a ploy. Most of them actually changed their last names and first names in Hollywood. They're all JOOS. They're all tiny hats, along with being inverts and clones. Yeah, people are still praising Donald like he's not a. Oops, my bad. I must have spilled the beans.
I said, this is our first Jewish president.
The same people that poisoned the wells in Germany and in the Middle East and probably contaminated our water supply during. It's like funny when you ask, is it Americaverse or they can't even give you an answer. Be a little more discreet. Come on. One thing I can say is I was never tempted with the $7,000 a post, ever. I've thought about dressing in a tiny hat with tendrils and a robe with those little like swings on the end of them, like swing around. I thought about walking into bank and trying to get an interest-free loan. I've thought about it for sure. Also, like, none of them have iPhones. They all use flip phones. Wonder why? Because they can't be spied on. Somehow they still watch Child on their flip phones. It's because they're all and drink blood. So, also, this is all for entertainment purposes only. That is a complete joke. None of that stuff actually happens. Also, look at my t-shirt. I love it. This is something they don't want you wearing, right? Because it promotes Jesus and biblical truth. And nonetheless, it's made of petroleum, nylon, any plastic fibers that they want in your body to lower your vibration and frequency and stop the electrical charge from freely flowing throughout your body. So yeah, let's just add this in there real quick. We know that it's PSYOP season, so since the infamous list is apparently getting released on Friday, I wonder what's going to happen before then. I smell a PSYOP brewing. Don't be deceived. And pray for discernment and put on your armor of God, because those sneaky Satan-worshipping puppets are up to no good. Yeah, something's just not right.
Was she on point or was she not?
Look at this photo of California from outer space. Why does it look like somebody took an ice cream scoop and ate Earth? This is hands down one of the coolest geologic features in the United States. California's Central Valley is up to 60 miles wide and 450 miles long, which means about 11% of California is essentially a giant bathtub. On the eastern side are the huge Sierra Nevada mountains, with things like Yosemite and Lake Tahoe. And on the western side is the Pacific Coast Ranges. In between them, you have this valley that's barely above sea level, which is crazy, because some parts of this trough can have up to 10 vertical miles of sediment packed underneath it, stretching back to the Jurassic period. And sediment from these mountains are still flowing into the bowl, creating just this super fertile soil. This area was created tectonically over the past 100 million years. So the western plate slipped underneath the eastern plate with all the volcanoes, and then eventually that plate slid alongside the other one, elongating it. Also, at multiple points, this entire area was underwater, creating a marine environment. For thousands of years, it was called Tulare Lake, and this was the largest freshwater lake west of the Mississippi, and it supported the native people in the area. But all of this water was diverted for agriculture, and the entire lake dried up. But it's telling you it's meant to be underwater. And as recently as 2023, when California gets a lot of rain, the lake reappears. But because of all of these factors, it has a lot of sun, warmth, great soil, and water. This is really good for agriculture. And today, this area produces more than half of the fruits, vegetables, and nuts in the United States. This is a note in my phone from 2023, so it's something I clearly can't stop thinking about. And if you learned something from this video, it would mean the world to me if you could vote for me for the Learning Creator of the Year for the first United States TikTok Awards. Don't worry about that one. Don't worry about that one.
Video of those super shamans coming together, and I don't know if they're super shamans or not, but the reason why is because they're the best shamans in their region. But they all came together and they all did a ceremony someplace, some remote location. But besides that, right, the reason why they all came together is because they all had a vision of America falling. They're going crazy out there. You have pictures of Trump, Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, and they're burning it and they're throwing X's on it. They got skulls, they got flour, all types of things in this ritual that they're doing out there. And they're basically saying that this is the end of America. America is coming to an end. And those other countries that they're portraying as well too, they got their leaders out there and they're saying these certain countries are coming to an end. But America is going to fall the hardest. It's going to fall the fastest. And they got Trump out there and they're portraying Trump and showing you all these things. And again, like I said, it's these shamans, these people who quote unquote travel into the astral realm and pull visions and stories and everything like that. And yeah, man, it's crazy. So something is definitely going on because, again, a lot, it's not just New York City. I'm finding out that a lot of these places, they didn't drop the, their so-called thing that they drop on New Year's Eve. Atlanta didn't drop the peach, New York didn't drop the ball, and any other places are experiencing this. But like I said, y'all, this new year that's leading into March of 2026, right? That's the beginning of the new year. We're gonna see some crazy things happening in the next few years, in the next few months. Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace in.
Yo, did y'all see this? Lately, more and more very realistic videos as well as photos of these Alpha Draconians have been surfacing, all right? And I know a lot are arguing that this is potentially CGI or computer-generated imagery. But the fact of the matter is that these beings actually do exist. In fact, when Donald Trump made mention of draining the swamp, it was basically code for exposing the reptilians. Because when you drain the swamp, the only thing that's left to see is your alligators and snakes, all right? And most of our entertainers and celebrities and world leaders are actually these reptilians, all right? They're held from a constellation known as Thuban or Alpha Draconis, all right? It's time to open the pineal and clearly it's important to know that we have now entered the next phase into New Earth. We're at the phase now where everything that we thought could have been fiction is now going to be revealed. I'm talking new animals. I'm talking the fact that extraterrestrial biological entities actually do exist. A lot of the cloaking devices and things that they have been utilizing to bend light photons is no longer going to work. And this is attributed to the huge increase in solar flare ionization that's actually giving us all more access to the electromagnetic spectrum. Everything's now being revealed. The reptilians are extraterrestrial biological entities that derive from the Alpha Draconis star constellation, also known as Thuban or the dragon. This is why in the Bible, when they mention of the great dragon being hurled down, it was actually these beings actually descending onto this realm after a war with the sons of Anu. This was another photo of an Alpha Draconian that sparked a lot of controversy in the spiritual community, all right? And this is one of the reasons why they amplified computer-generated imagery to look so realistic. Because we're in an age of awakening, and now we're in the next phase of New Earth. They don't want us knowing what's real or what's fiction, all right? And again, this was an alleged photo of a royal reptilian that was actually said to have descended from Buckingham. What if I told you that these beings are actually in full control of the world, the politicians, the celebrities, and everything that actually has been subjugating us due to the fact that they want to keep this planet a mining facility for loosh. They purposely ensure that we can't see them and they can hide in plain sight. They utilize chemtrails, genetically modified organisms, as well as endocrine disruptors such as atrazine, glyphosate, and paraquat. Their objective is to purposely target the pineal gland due to the fact that it secretes melanin covenant and into our cosmic gateway and brain's antenna to higher dimensional realms, which actually allows us to see through the matrix illusion.
Y'all with this, but they over there bothering them goddamn people with the sticks. This ain't the first time I seen them bothering them people with the sticks. I was on TikTok and I seen them. Oh, look, it's an isolated tribe that we never mess with. Took over and took their damn culture. Sounds to me like they one of the few people that ain't been harmed by Europe. First of all, they don't look like they like y'all. It looked like they said, let's paint ourselves like Satan. And if that mother drone thing pop up, we gonna eat that shit. I guess y'all parents never told y'all, sit the down and stop touching people's shit. So y'all literally don't sit down. Y'all stand up and touch everybody's shit. I know when I'm not invited somewhere, hence that big ass stick, I would have said, well, that's not inviting. That big ass stick and red and black paint like Amazon Spider-Man. Matter of fact, come on, everybody bow your heads. Everybody bow their heads, everybody. Touch your hand, touch some grass. Good morning, Jesus. Can you please protect those people with the sticks, Jesus? Clearly, they don't look like they want McDonald's or Walmart over there at all. Please cover them, Lord. Cover them by the blood. It looked like they already covered in blood, but your blood this time. In Jesus' name, amen. You see what I'm saying, bro? Look at that nigga. He look like a turtle, a snake, a bird, baby. All that shit at the same time. He got a waist trainer on with a... See, I don't think they want us to come over there. Y'all need to leave them alone. Damn. Oh, and then look at them right there. Hey, for y'all, I know y'all ain't got no internet or nothing, but I just want to let y'all know, it ain't us. It ain't us. We ain't got no damn drone that could go that far.
Did y'all see the massive amount of rain that this quote-unquote new year has just brought in for San Diego? And what's crazy is that California itself has been going through it for the past couple of months. This radiation fog, this cold weather coming out of nowhere, the flood, the rain, the mudslides, and now this is happening in San Diego. Cars are completely submerged underwater. They're not moving. Buses, people are stuck. Like people, the water's up to people's knees and hips and everything like that, y'all. And in this situation, there's so much flooding, both animals and humans had to be rescued from their vehicles alone because the water is so much, these cars cannot go through it, and it messes up the car totally. Now, one thing I've noticed is that this water is still coming up from under the ground. Y'all see this over here? There wasn't much rain falling down in San Diego, but for some reason, this water is persistently coming up from under the ground, and it's doing some crazy numbers. So I just thought y'all should know this is exactly what's happening in San Diego, California right now. It's still a little bit drizzling out there, but like I said, man, there's no rain. This water's coming up from under the ground. I've been showing you guys this for quite some time now, probably over 2 years. This water is different. Let me know what you guys think about this video, y'all. The shit is here. Let's get it. Peace out.
It was raining so hard last night, so much, this car got stuck in this parking structure.
Get up out of here! Get your ass up out of here! Missed. Oh, this nigga! Look at this nigga. Oh, I gotta go.
California shit, bro. He tweaking. Yeah, he came across a tweaker, bro. Y'all seen it happening out here in Sac. Now that happened, and I'm sure that's I'm sure that's Cali too. It looked like Cali. He talking like he from Cali too. I don't know what's going on. These NPCs, these tweakers. I don't know, bro. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Y'all know we made it to the end of this, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7, and this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate y'all. If you're watching on TV, whatever the case is, I wish it was smooth 7. I love y'all Collective. Again, until I see everybody in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, yeah, I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know what I'm